This day 1647, the Arukh HaShulchan. They were doing your idea. Siman Shin Ayin Ches Sif Gimel to your base. Gimel. A woman, she's an Avela. A man should not do this Avra for her because it's can lead to Averos. I don't know, Makri or Bisman said about this. Women should bring us to Sabra, Isha Mavia. Hamavia nearly instantly show me Bala. If a woman brings the Suda Sabra, she doesn't have to ask her husband permission. But even without her husband's awareness, she can bring the Suda Sabra. It's not like some great donation. She go to ask Baal where she has to get her husband's consent. It's like a small thing. She will have to accept from women without the husband's awareness. But the husband protests her from bringing the Suda, then she's not allowed to bring it, and her marriage is in deep trouble. That's my commentary. When the man and woman are both available, men can bring for both of them the equal about bites. The main point is about bites. She also eats en passant. So we show a woman when she's available, even when she's only available herself without her husband, she does not eat from her husband. So we show the since he is required to feed her, as if she's eating from her own. So if somebody has a teacher or a sofer or a sofer employee to the Baal Bais, who eats by a Baal Bais as part of his salary. If you're able and he comes loyal Baal Bais, so we should not eat from the Baal Bais the first meal of the time she's brought for the reason that we've explained. So somebody who's required to has obligated himself to provide sustenance for his son or his daughter-in-law, or his daughter and her husband, or his son-in-law, and they became Abayim. They should not eat from him on this account. Tonight, somebody sustaining the son or daughter without any condition, or Shazan Yosam, or sustaining an orphan, or Shar Oni, or another poor person, Mishum Mitzvah, and God, the Mitzvah, and Velas befell them. To allowed to eat the first Suda on account from the Baal Bites. Came Shochin below his Chabot, since they're eating without any obligations. Now Shochin Shachem, it's like they're eating from others. If Ava wants not to eat at all, I'd allow until the nightfall or the next day. But Laila Mishlo, that night is allowed to eat from his own. But it's supposed to be allowed to escape, and then he has permission to do so. He has discretion to do so. But we find that people used to fast on the day that Chachamim died. So we assume the relatives also fast. The relatives they're not concerned with the Suda Savra. And also in Kenu Tiny Tzibor. So it says you should not, let a mourner fast unless it's Tiny Tzibor. But during this service, and also even though his custom was to fast during the service, he should not fast then. It's not a kind of some sakana, but because the mitzvah is to the sabra, ayin sham, as evidently as a Ross Chiddush. Hey, Suda Sabra Bayom Zeh Ada Laila Shik Bar Bayom Suda Sabra is only that day until nightfall when he's buried that day. Night, that's obvious from what we just learned before. You can eat from your own. That's if he's buried at night, you're not allowed to eat at night from your own. Eat it all at night. You brew macha the Suda Sabra the next day. The day follows the night. Not the night follows the day. If he's buried during the day, Mishlo is allowed to eat for night from his own. Doesn't require avra. Somebody who's buried on Shabbos, so those say they do so. Obviously, have Suda Sabra. But they came in chain of chayva, since it's not mandatory. They shouldn't do Suda Sabra late on Friday. The Shabbos, because on Shabbos can't get kal shon. Masha shom Sabrina chayva yochal us. sounds in those who hold that it's an obligation, you should eat that. So Shabbos, and that's unclear if this should be pushed off covered Shabbos. For if Emabrin al mace cotton, you don't do Havra on a mace who's a minor. The king makes the Yom Lamed out later, so unless he died on the 31st day for his, in other words, the mace in the first 30 days. That's the 31st day after he's born. It's Kimle Bey, or Kimle Bey, or we are sure that Shekol Chadash is a full term baby. Plus, it's obvious that if somebody died for a relative during the days, he's already novel. Even though he's singing Avelos already ate, this is on the first mace. You tamp down the dirt and you sweep in the house and you wash dishes and cups and plates and kitonos and the pitchers. Don't bring their fragrance nor incense. But you do bring them to a house where there is a dead body. We don't make a bracha on them. Zion. The top punch is obvious. The game of Jabashim may shum aim shum aim have something bow. But some don't come only to remove the bad smell. Therefore, don't make a bracha on them. At times, we don't bring the base oven. Shum ain't learn go with Tanu Yisem because they're not supposed to pamper him with additional pampering, superfluous pampering. That's pampering. That's the Bukha Yisem. Please according to this Mashon Bagma, the base oven Cholok base Menachem. The base oven is different than the house of consolation. First, base oven Zosha Mesham. Say base oven is when the mace is there. V'yeshma Kamash Pishu base oven Mokusha oven Yosh Shelawado. Talk about base oven sleeping by himself. Hashem Emabim Mitam She's bar. You don't bring. Because he shouldn't pamper an oven on his own. Based on Menachem, but based on the consolers, he would bring fragrance and incense. Practices says Sham, that's Mukyeset Sochin, Lama in Bavarki, wanted to make a bracha. Some of the Riach, it could be that if it's the mason not there, it could be that they don't mind to smell the vehicle of Alma, just being for honor, just for the honor of the occasion. My base is a goes to Timiani, Shishmita Misham, the Sham, the Emma, the Kina base Avila, Batavila, Baskatola. Why did they bring down? You don't bring the base Avil food in a tablet or a elaborate tray, another type of elaborate container, but with simple baskets. My babies are big. The reason for that is in order not to embarrass people who don't have the wherewithal to bring their gifts for the Avelis in fancy containers. You don't say over a lumdis or a garata in the house of Avel. Eliyashin done me sit quietly. Came to Shalasi Zayin Bagmara Isa Sham says Amala Rechin Baganina Bagamliel. Said Kanil Shomer Shmuel Avel base Avel. You would say a lumdis and a garata in the base Avel and Sham. Upaska Tanakama, the Psagas like Tanakama, not like Rabbi Chanina Bagamliel. But Shmuel, he's Sugya Shmuel is topic. The whole day was Ain't Minyan Avelus Ain't Lil Mo base Avel. And anything which is not on the matter of Avel should not learn in the house of Avel. Please say you want me to gain. According to this, we should be astounded. I mean, if Shagam learning Mishnayis base Avel, several people actually learn Mishnayis base Avel. It's a very frequent thing. The members of the Chevra Shas learn in the base of Avel when the maces from the Chevra. Really. Vadza ein shum tam lamalei madu acherim base Avel. But it was. Well, actually, he flips it. No, it's an additional question. Saying, besides that, why should other people, besides Avel, learn the house of Avel? I thought in the contrary, Chashin says, it would seem that we would say that it's chutz for neshama. Where don't you learn the house of Avel? Where if the Chacham died, where his base medrash is negated and cancelled. It says there Chacham shemes base Chacham died b'chulei a base shemes a base that's chulei nasi shemes nasi dies chulei and amim lo alach l'agora base Josh shel Avel. You don't say agora in the base medrash of the Avel. Tzarich lishol if they have to ask a shaila. Maschilim start the discussion Hilchos Avelim. Parsing and extend it to other matters. Then they go back. They draw the conversation back to Hilchos Avelim. Rabbi Chanina, I go to base medrash Avel. You not got it to the base medrash Avel. I call Shano. Hey, the my reaction to base medrash Avel. So it's talking about cases the base medrash of the other. So the shaylos is being asked there. So that's the shapir. So there it makes sense. They shall yasichu daitim avelos. So the other thing there, there should be mesech daitim avelos. Kolchem bechol is required to honor the person to whom the base medrash is affiliated who passed away. The brackets, longish brackets here. Maisa, he brings this down. He says that so he happened, which requires a psak. But they passed it. I can't show it. The reef also with the Sachal Shemetz. I try my best to do Shin Dal Mem. The Mari B'dim Elo Hevi Me'Ramban. Shkosav Tanya Enam L'Shul Chulei B'Shabbos Kamar. That's a chiddush. You don't say a shmua on Shabbos. Abi Shein Avelos Shabbos. Even though it's not Avelos Shabbos, Einos Kim Sham B'Torah. You don't involve yourself in the base of Avil. And Bala Ma'asav upon Ma'asav happens more than they can pass quickly. For Rabbasi Tanya Chulei Base Me'Roshoshu Avil Hainu Batim Midrash Labtel Machmas Avelos. This measure Avil is about the Medrash who are mandated to desist on account of Avelos. So Reisha Kai the Kai Tanya B'Chacham Abesin V'Nasi. It's going to Reisha where it's saying B'Chacham Abesin Nasi. But the Medrash Rabbata Kalashon. So Mamish Kedreinu Arukh says exactly what he said. But by regular Aveim, other people learn in their house. Let's have a Shulchan Aruch v'Achreim Shestasman in the Abrahams. Achreim do not clarify this. So they didn't really bark much. Kasabnu Chen Shmari V'Ara Divrei Rambam So Gimel V'Duk. Yud came a shik bar meis wetzel meis is buried mutar ma'avim l'chol basal ishtos yain ma'avim allowed to eat meat and drink wine ma'at a little bit b'toch suda within the meal kadei l'shos achila shemel in order to settle the food in their stomachs. The ma'at is going on the wine. Not to get drunk. It's my going mashkin asar koslas base Abel. Telling why they were given to drink 10 cups in Abel's house. To be before the meal, to be during the meal, arba achar suda, 4 after the meal. See if odor arba. They added another 4 chuli. People start getting drunk because zero double the ocean and went back to the original minute. Peish Rashi Asaras Koisis. Rashi says the original minute they went back to 10 cups. Came before Miram Sham. Avram Babir Shloshnon Sholish to the El Tov Suda. They should only drink within the meal. Came Mego El. That's Mego. If they drink wine, they only drink in the meal. The Chayba Aim Bezer Klau. There's no mandate to drink wine. Well, it might be how you if you drink less wine is better. Yurav Makashagul Avrosa Basim Yami Matami Mosim, a place where in the Suda Sabra they include meat and wine and other types of delicacies they're allowed to do so. In Makom, Mikodim Avrim Beitzim, but first they start with eggs of Tavshel Dashim or lentil dish, which is Labelos, which is commemoration of Labelos. Chag Mavrim Dvarim Shitz, and then they can add on whatever they want. Melchim Avo Abeb Neodim Belvish is Chavlish Name Makoimos. They should not eat with other lots of people in a manner that it looks like they're eating in 2 different places. Maybe it's a manner where normally they would eat in 2 different places because there's so many of them. Actually, it looks like a Suda of friends getting together to be convivial with the purpose of Avelos being forgotten. Just members of the family eat with him. Yud base, Misha Mace, Lo Mace, Yontif, somebody died, Yontif, Chomoid, but Lo Menu Sus Havra, there's no Sus Havra. Abishan Base, Siva, because of Hechel, just circling Moshiva, Achar Rego. Even though it writes that we have to start Shiva after Yontif for the Mace starting. Yontif came Shama Shmu B'Shabbos. So to be heard the Shmu on Shabbos, Torich Lavroso, Havroy Shur Shemei Avelos, you have to do Sus Havra when Shiva begins. Akal Shana, Rabbeinu Ramakos Abazar, Yesh Shekem, or Shinit Chayom Rishon, those that says the first day was pushed off. Ein Marbino says no Sus Havra. Chayin that's the custom of Hechel to Ola Lo Min Shiva. And even where that day counts for the days of Shiva, Yontif Shin Shagulios, Akal Shana, still is no Sus Havra. Koshke Shem Mame Shur Choka. So it's no Havra and when you hear after 30 days. But it's in 30 days, even though it may say it elsewhere, I guess you do make a Suda Havra. Okay, we asked questions in practice, but not important for us right now. Really, we're supposed to finish here for today, but it's not been a long day, and there's only 1 sif left in the siman, so let's finish that sif. Kasar Be'ez says you Gimel Paris Menachem Gadol Lebahol. I'm sorry, the consoler, who is the greatest of the Menachemim, he makes hamotzi. Shabbos Paris Gorche, and on Shabbos the Babas does it his normal way. Hakal Shana. Okay, Berushas means B'chol B'tzeh Goyim and Amachmim Avalo Avel, but not Avel. The greatest of the people who comes consoled makes the Motzi not the Avel. Shabbos would say Avel Batzon, the Shabbos the Avel Slam, but does the Hamoitzi Zem Rishon Pregel the Brachos sign the same Birchas Hashem Itashir. Zu Shabbos. It says the bracha of Hashem will enrich that Shabbos. V'lo Yosef El Esim. There's no longer any sadness with it. Ayin Sham, so therefore the Avel could be Botzeh. Or Chaim Sima Kum Sam Zayin, but where the Ein No Siyam Motzi Yara Ochel, could give the motzi to the person who's eating Arukh HaShulchan and Noitel, and you put it down on the table. He takes it. However, Brakla Avel nice to be on. Interesting. If you make a motzi and there's the Avel, you give the Avel in his hand, but that's what you see. Pirsa Tzion B'Yodel. Interesting reference. The Tzion extended with her hands. I don't know what that has to do with our motzi. But even Shabbos, we think I'm Avel B'Yodel. On Shabbos, you also don't give the Avel in his hand because that would be, of course, showing Avelos with Parhesia on Shabbos.